Good morning, dear students. A warm welcome to all of you for our today's practical, that is practical number 2 from Science and Technology section B. Today, we are going to start our practical on page number 34 in your journal. The aim of the experiment is observation of various parts of the plants, hibiscus and tuberose, and explaining the difference according to classification criteria. Here a good news for all of you is that the monocotyledonous plants and dicotyledonous plants section from your textbook on page number 79 is omitted from the syllabus. So you don't have to complete this observation chart. As you all know, roots, stem, leaves, it is a part of monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous plants. And also you don't have to answer question number 2 and 3 on page number 35. So here we are only going to observe the two flowers. We are going to label their different parts and we are going to write the multiple choice questions. So let us begin with the first flower is hibiscus, a well-known flower by all of you, especially a flower which is loved by Lord Ganesha and is a part of the Ganesh Pujan. So this flower is not only available in red color, but nowadays you can see this flower also in the white and yellow colored petals. Now, the most important or the famous color of hibiscus flower, well known by all of you, is it is available in red color. You can see the stem of this flower with the calyx here, and you can see the calyx over here, and these are the beautiful red colored petals which are known as the corolla. It is available in different color which is also known as petals. Now you can see the labelings over here and label accordingly. Here it is the petal of the flower. So petal, here green colored calyx. So first label is petal, calyx, here pedicel, P-E-D-I-C-E-L, pedicel. This is the style of the flower. You can see here this long tube-like structure. You will write it as style, S-T-Y-L-E. Here you have the anthers. You can see here this yellowish small lines here. They are known as the anther. Inside this you have our ovary. If you see, I have a dissected flower over here. This inside part you have the ovary. So this part you will label as ovary. And on the top you have the stigma. You can see the stigma here clearly, on which the pollen grains germinate. So once again I tell you the labels. Right from the beginning you have stigma. Below the stigma, ovary, anther, style, calyx, petal and pedicel. Next flower is tuberose, well known by all of you. Very famous part of the garlands for the god. This is tuberose. In Marathi it is also known as gulchadi. It is available in white color and has a good odor, a good fragrance. So the topmost part of this flower, now when this is available in bunches, you can see the topmost part. Here you have a single flower, so you can only see the flower, its stem. So you have the first labeling which is called as flower bulb or bud. Any name you can write. These are the flowers, so labeling is flower. And the third part you can see towards the end, that is the stem. So bud or bulb, flower and stem. Here we complete with the labelings of the flower. Now we move towards page number 35, that is multiple choice questions. So refer page number 35, multiple choice questions. The first one is, which of the following plant shows parallel venation? Although that part is not a part of our syllabus, but while explaining, I had explained you about the monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous plants. So out of banana, mango, sweet pea and banyan, banana is the plant which shows parallel venation. Next, which of the following plants show discoid stem? Now you know discoid stem is a part of root plants which have roots like carrots, onion. So out of the given options, onion is the correct option. Third, in grasses, roots belong to the type fibrous. You know, grasses have fibrous root system. So answer is fibrous. Which of the following flower is odorous? Out of these two, just now as I have told you, tuberose or gulchadi, which is used in garlands, is the odorous flower. So answer is tuberose. Catranthus belongs to dash division. Angiosperms. It belongs to the division of angiosperms. I once again give you the answers. For the first one, it is A, banana. Second one, D, onion. Third, A, fibrous. Fourth, A, tuberose. And fifth one, D, angiosperms. We move on to the questions. Which criteria are used for classifying the plants? Now this is a clear-cut question, a textual question from chapter number 6, whose answer in the textbook is on page number 75. Now you know which different criteria are used for classifying the plants. Some of the points I have written here. Presence or absence of organs in the plants. Presence or absence of separate conducting tissues for conduction of water and food. Or presence or absence of flowers, fruits, seeds, whether the seeds are enclosed within the fruits or no. These are the various criteria which are used for classifying the plants. So all of you will refer textbook page number 75. Also the textual answer is given to you. From that you can write any 3 to 4 points of your choice. No need of writing question number 2 and 3. As I have told you, that part is removed out from our syllabus. So I hope all of you have enjoyed the practicals and expect all of you to complete your journals. Thank you, dear children.